So Dynamite is tonight. The full card's already announced, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm going to go on this in the morning, so hooray. Thank you, Tony. And let's get into it because it's a stacked fucking card. It really is. It's a stacked card tonight, so let's get into it. So, first thing to talk about is Roosh. Toro Blanco will be in action tonight. Tonight. And basically, he's been on a run. You know, Roosh has been about 4 wins in a row now on Collision. Something like that. Roosh has been on... They've been pushing Roosh. The obvious call, I said this after Collision last week, is I think they're going to give Roosh Darby after Brody tonight. I feel like that makes the most sense. I feel like they're going to do like this Darby run with all these incredible matches, then to end it, because it's not going to be the longest reign. He'll go up against the jobber, you know what you expect, but Roosh will probably cut a promo calling out Darby, and then they have, like, similar to what happened with Brody last week, where he calls him out, then after the end of the show, he comes out and, like, you know, they agree the match. That could be cool, but obviously Roosh being a dick, you could probably get a bit more heat and a bit more rivalry in there, so that's the main thing, but that could be really good, actually. I really enjoy that. So, after this, we actually get the Brawling Birds will be in action. This means Jamie Hayter's being cleared, which is really cool. Obviously, we haven't seen Jamie Hayter for a few weeks, making Windsor team up with Persephone on Collision against Julia Hart, where she got misted. So I'm looking forward to where that goes. Probably be a job. I think they're going to call out... I don't know. I think this will transition into the tag title match. I don't know if they'll call out Tekla or the Sisters of Sin or whatever. I feel like that's the natural one. You could obviously team up with Mina to go trios again. But there's something there, definitely. I don't know if I want to keep them there. I think Windsor's definitely in a little pocket of the Tekla-verse, which is a good thing. Everyone loves the Tekla-verse. I do. And, essentially, I don't know. I think they're going to call out either the Tekla and Sisters of Sin, well, Triangle of Madness, essentially, or the tag titles. I think it will transition. I think it has to transition with Statlander and Shida there. So I feel like that makes sense. But either way, happy to see Jamie back. I don't know if we're going to go singles with the girls again, because they've definitely been teasing that a bit more. Well, they've done that with the title matches and the Shafir match on Dynasty. So I feel like there's stuff today. It's going to be very much building towards Double or Nothing this week, I feel. So I feel like this is a match where we establish what the two are doing or starting to. You know what I mean? But either way, Jamie Hayter's being cleared. That's really cool. After this, we actually get a tag match, speaking of Double or Nothing, between Cope and Cage, Christine Cage and Adam Copeland, versus RPG Vice, Rocky Romero and Trent Berreta. Now, this match could have had a bit of a build, so it's not so out of nowhere. RPG Vice have been helping FTR, and obviously Cope and Cage attacked them a while ago on the run for them. I feel like this match could have had a bit more build between the two teams, but, you know, Rocky Romero's so back and forth everywhere. It's hard to, and obviously this is kind of, you know, to build FTR's match again. I think this match will be... I don't know if it ends proper. I feel like FTR running in and, like, you know, assaulting, essentially, is a given. I just, you know, when? And do they, like, I'll do it after the finish, or that, you know, that's the end of the match? I don't know. But I think Cope and Cage will obviously win. I'm really happy to see RPG Vice, actually. I really like RPG Vice as a tag. I like Trent Berreta a lot. I think Rocky Romero is vastly underrated. I feel like there's a lot there, and I really enjoy this. I think Cope and Cage obviously getting more minutes as a tag would be good. I want to see Christian's reaction to being told they might retire, because Christian's been gone for a few weeks. Glad he's okay, actually. But either way, I want to see Christian's, like, good reactions and stuff. I want to see, you know, probably cut a promo with FTR too. That makes sense. But either way, this builds it up well. I'm always excited for the FTR feud. I feel like it is holding people back now, but I definitely feel that this is the one. You know what I mean? So I wonder how this goes forward. I really do. This could be fun. I'll probably get a match on Collision. I feel like this might set up a weird match on Collision, but I don't fucking know. But either way, this could be really cool. I like this. After this, speaking of tag matches, we actually get our AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne and Lena Kross, versus Hikaru, Shida and Kris Statlander, obviously set up on Collision. I think this is the match where we see what Shida's up to, or we at least get more of an idea. I feel like I think the Divine Dominion have to win here. I think it'll have to be due to a lack of chemistry between Stat and Shida. I think we'll get a promo before this too. I feel like that makes sense somewhat in the show, just establishing why Stat just walked away from Shida, you know, and Shida tried to play it off, but, you know, we can all see it. I feel like this will definitely be interesting. It definitely will be. How does it go forward? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if what we do with Stat and Shida, we just do a singles match or whatever, but there's definitely going to be some sort of cost. I don't know if maybe after the match, you know, Shida tries to attack Stat and Stat anticipates it. That could be something cool. But either way, Divine Dominion should retain. It definitely is going to bleed into more of a story going forward, which was very interesting. It just comes at the Divine Dominion's actual, you know, they benefit from this, but you know what I mean, it won't be, I think they'll win due to a lack of chemistry. I think that's the main thing. I think that's obvious, but I hope to God this really does build the feud and whatever Shida's doing going forward. I feel like this is the time to kind of at least lay a few more cards on the table. I feel like that makes sense. Next, we actually have our AEW International Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Ace Austin. Now, I was actually going to make a video about Ace Austin, a rambling video about him, because I really like Ace Austin, actually. I really do. And I was going to make a video about him, what more he has to do or get on Dynamite. And then they announced this. I was like, fuck yeah. I love Ace Austin. This match will fuck. This match will be really good. I was going to say this could possibly be match of the night. And that's a high statement because there's 2 more matches that could fuck. But I think this match will I think a lot of people might sleep on this match, but I think it'll be really fucking good. I think Okada wins. Obviously, it'll be setting up him and Takeshita going for Double or Nothing. But however, I don't know if this plays off with a Don Callis segment. Takeshita comes out. I feel like we need to do that. I feel like we need to do the turn sooner rather than later, unless you're saving it for Double or Nothing. Maybe you do it at like the tease the turn with him and Don Callis' interaction. I don't know, but I think Takeshita's got to have some sort of involvement, maybe a promo or after, you know what I mean, in person or on screen, whatever. It's got to have something to do with Takeshita. But as an actual match, Ace Austin here against Okada, I'm really looking forward to. I think that's a solid ass match. Honestly, that feels like a collision banger in the best possible way. So the fact that we're getting it here is really good. I didn't expect to get an international title defense on Dynamite here, so I'm definitely happy with that. But as an actual match, I mean, it'll be really fucking good. What it bleeds over for the story, I really like Takeshita and Okada's story. I expect Okada to be a lot more aggressive here and a lot less showboaty, judging by the you know, the lack of rage bait in the promo with Takeshita and Collision. So I feel like that makes the most sense in the world. But either way, this match I'm really excited for. I was going to say possibly my match, most anticipated match of the night. It's not, but it's really anticipated. I'm really looking forward to this. I think this, I honestly, I fucking can't wait for this match. I think it'll be excellent. After this, we actually get our TNT title match between Kevin Knight and MJF. Now, this is a hard one to call. Very hard. I feel like the obvious call is obviously you have Max win it and then you build that future. You know, kind of similar to what we did with the international belt, with the All-American stuff, going into All In with Ospreay. Now, I don't know. I feel like that's the blueprint. I think the problem is Kevin Knight and Max is a difficult one, because Max had a match with Kevin Knight not long ago for the title, and when Max won, it was due to a ref count out, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It was like he was down for 12 seconds. That's what Kevin Knight's always latching on to. So, but Max is technically 1-0. Now, I don't want. It's a problem because if you have Kevin Knight win, it makes Max look weaker. Not that Kevin Knight's bad. I fucking love Kevin Knight, as most of you know. But it's like, that's definitely something that could be affected. But then I think you could play into that. But then if you have Max win, you make Kevin lose the belt. And I'm kind of like, do we really want that? Do you know what I mean? I want Kevin to keep the belt. I think that works for him. But I think like this is going to either... The problem is with this defines what Max does going forward. And I don't know if Max... This is the problem. Is Max going away? Because if Max loses here, I think he has to go away for a bit. I think Max has to go away at, shooting movies, whatever. Max has got other stuff going on. So that's what makes sense to me. But then also, if you also have Kevin win, you got more stuff out of the fucking... You got more stuff out of the reign for Kevin, which is going to be a great reign. But however, you obviously got the Darby stuff where it's set up. Max won't get his rematch until he puts something on the line. That's the TNT belt. That makes sense. Also, you could build Max and Kevin a bit more, because that is an excellent view. And I'm not even talking about the quality of the match. This match is going to fuck. Like, this is possibly going to be... I think this will be match of the night. I don't think it'll be debatable. I think this is going to remind me of Ospreay versus Max. Both matches, which were incredible. Especially that Dynamite one of my favourites. And I feel like this is... I'm looking forward to this a lot. A hell of a lot. The result is so hard to call. I feel honestly it could be. I feel like Kevin Knight winning's more of a call, but if Max wins, I don't know. I feel like yeah, I feel like Kevin Knight's going to win here. I think it's going to be more interesting. It's going to send Max... for me, you got to play this down a rabbit hole to be like, you know, what's Max going to do? Is he going to lose? Says he's going to go take time and reevaluate things. Maybe that could be cool. So possibly set up a faction, which, you know, he's been teasing a while ago now. That kind of got dropped. But then also with the title, with the match itself, Max, again, like I said, with the Ospreay thing, Max has got really good chemistry with high flyers. He's got good chemistry with most people, but Jesus, he's got good chemistry with high flyers. So I'm looking forward to this a lot. I think this could definitely... honestly, I think Kevin Knight's going to win the more I think about it. And kind of... not that I don't want Max to win. It's just... I feel like you get more legs out of a Kevin Knight title reign again. Because we've just kind of done the Max title reign. So it makes more sense to give as a proper Kevin Knight title reign. Because that will fuck as well. The people you get involved in there, that'll fucking change lives. Believe me. However, our main event tonight is for the AEW Men's World Championship. It is Darby Allin versus Brody King in their obviously amazing saga. I was going to do a match ramble about their most recent match, but I just thought, nah, I can't be bothered. Yeah, Darby versus Brody, this will be great. I mean, I think we know what we're going to expect here. I mean, we've got 3-4 matches before of them previously, and they're brutal, they're wars. Darby is the underdog, sold perfectly. Brody's on a run as well. Brody's the best he's been. So the fact that we'll be getting that version of Brody as well makes me real. This will possibly be their best match, I think. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it has time. I do. Hope it has at least 20. I think that's a requirement. If it opens, though, I wouldn't be against that, actually. If it opens, Max wins, I think, actually. That's a very fair point. But either way, I think Darby does win. But however, I think the actual match itself will be great. I think it'll be a war, as you expect. I think Darby and Brody being, you know, respectful, but obviously having that legacy and rivalry, that makes sense. But either way, the match will be good. I think, again, I think Rush is going to come out, obviously, after the match, and, you know, tell Darby, you know, I want next. You know, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. But I think the match, this one, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to how far they go. Because I feel like you could definitely build this further with Brody and Darby. And I'm liking that Brody's still in the main title pitch, actually. I think that works a lot for him. But I think, I don't know, I feel like you have Darby win, obviously. I think that makes sense. But it's then, do you do Rush? And if Max wins, Max will come out. But I think Rush makes the most sense. Rush will be really cool. And obviously it builds that, you know, match again, which we all know how good that first one was. So, either way, but the match here will be excellent. I think Brody, this is going to really be good. This is the best Brody we've seen, like I said. So, to get that, the matches with Brody and Darby previously were so good, and then Brody how he is now, it's going to be excellent. I wouldn't be surprised if this match tonight, there's 3 match of the night contenders here alone. So, either way, this'll fuck. I'm looking forward to this. It just needs time. Don't give this like 15 minutes. Give this a good 20 at least. 20 minutes at least is my minimum. Got to give it 20. So yeah, that's my thoughts. What else do I think will happen? I feel like we'll get, again, it's a Takeshi thing. That makes sense. FTR appearance feels like a no-brainer, even if that's a promo or just to announce they're going to be on Collision. Tekla, the same. Mina Shirakawa and Harley feel like are good ones. You know, people like that, you know, kind of sets up Collision. Ciampa, I want something with Ciampa, actually. I think you got to do something with Ciampa, actually, after the title reign. The title match, so I don't know if you have him go up against someone for an international belt or, you know, TNT belt, whatever. Ciampa needs to be present. And probably get something with the conglomeration too, actually, because of the match. You know, just setting up Collision, but also developing. I feel like a big one will be Andrade too. I feel like Andrade being there, but the Max thing's probably going to be the main story throughout the night, because of course it is. But either way, I just want something with Takeshi. I think that's a big thing for me. I want something with Takeshi tonight a lot, because I need this shit more than life. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Dynamite and predictions for Dynamite tonight. Let me know what you think below. You know, what you think and what's your going to be most anticipated match. Do you think Max wins the TNT belt? That's the main question, obviously. But what do you think? Because I think it's very fucking hard to call that. Very hard.